Religious people make better neighbors. So this report says, this link you can check out, but I'm not sure it's true for me. I'm kind of a hermit. I was asked by my church to hand out a copy of the Book of Mormon, and I said, I really don't get out anymore. I do have a manic depressive disorder, and I took the challenge, and I came home and I prayed about it, and I said, God, if you really want someone to get this book, you're going to have somebody come and knock on my door. So the very next day, on Monday, I'm doing my workout, and somebody's making noise next door, and I'm irritated about it, and I look out, and they're cleaning their shed. And I thought, okay, they're not knocking at my door, but they're still making noise. And so I took a copy of the Book of Mormon out and handed it to them and said, here's a gift, would you like this? And my neighbor said yes. And we chatted for a little while, and it may have been the friendliest conversation I've had for the 2 years that I've been here. And that was a good thing. So I don't know if I'm part of the statistics, because they really show things like Mormons, for example, give like 8 times more volunteer service time than most people do, like secular people. And most Christians and Jews and other religions give more back to the community, according to these studies that are just out, and they're more involved in civically, and there's more of a personal satisfaction, and they give more money and time and helping people. I'm also scheduled on April 21st to join kind of an ecumenical cause with other churches, not just Mormon, to go out into the community in Johnson City, Tennessee, and do things like build ramps for handicap and clean up parks. My wife and I are going to a park that we like, so I thought, well, I'm not one to get out of the house much and socialize, but we signed up, so I'm going to go. I can't say necessarily that I'm any better than anybody, okay? I mean, I'm not doing this to like be a good person. I have to be challenged these days to be more socially involved. I used to be a newspaper reporter. I used to know everybody in the town before I moved here, and then I hit my brick wall, and now I have this mood disorder to where it's like a social anxiety thing, and I really barely leave the house. So, you know, there are a lot of you out there who do service, who do good things, and maybe it's a stretch for you. And maybe you don't want the Book of Mormon. And if somebody says, would you like a copy? You can say, no, thank you. And that's perfectly okay. And if you do want a copy, you know, expect a couple young missionaries at your door. But you can also tell them, you know, leave me alone if they come knocking at your door. Or you could do something nice for them. I mean, I was a missionary in South America when I was 19, many years ago. And if somebody was just nice to me and like gave me a drink of water or just gave me a friendly word, that made my day. Because, you know, not only being Christian, but being Mormon, talk about being misunderstood. You know, I got a lot of people slamming doors and screaming at me back then, and maybe still today. This is a good neighbor kind of video. You know, you don't have to be a believer in God to be a good neighbor, but according to these statistics, it helps. So for all my friends out there, you know, I can't always do things to help you, but what I can do sometimes is just talk and maybe give you a smile and a thanks for being my friend.